2 years ago, Guinean authorities have been struggling to organize parliamentary elections. As we hear in this report, the latest development is expected to generate controversy.
In Guinea, the head of the country's election commission is to step down. The move provides hopes for an easing of tension in the country.
In the name of ethics and the principles I uphold, I am making a choice in the higher interest of the country, of our nation of Guinea. Neither my modest person nor my position should become national political issues.
President Alpha Condé said this was a wise decision. The opposition had been demanding the removal of Luceni Camara, saying he's too close to the president to be a convincing head of the election committee. Guineans have been waiting for 18 months for the promised vote, and a demonstration calling for polls to be speeded up last month turned to violence when it was repressed by police. 120 demonstrators were arrested. Several opposition ministers withdrew from the transitional government in protest. And the Independent Election Commission was also hit by a walkout.
Are we really saying that if there's a meeting between the government and the opposition, it will trigger a demonstration next Saturday or a march? No. It seems we constantly expect people to be arrested, hurt, or even killed before people react.
But agreement on how the Election Commission should be restructured remains elusive. At the moment, 7 opposition members of the 25-member body who quit remain outside the process, and Camara remains formally in charge.
Meanwhile, in Mali, the controversy over whether ECOWAS should intervene militarily is raging. Interim President Jonkunda Traoré has given the regional economic bloc the green light to end the conflict in the north, but some officials disagree with him. Some people want ECOWAS to give Mali's 26,000-strong army the necessary logistics and let them do the job of reclaiming the territory held by insurgent groups. Details in this report.
Mali's request for aid from ECOWAS was scarcely known before a debate was raging in Bamako. The dispute has made headlines in the Malian press. The country's military is refusing all suggestion that ECOWAS troops assist them in restoring order in the troubled north.
Today, Mali has a total of 26,000 men ready to handle the situation. The only thing that the Malian army lacks is material. That's why it has requested logistical support from ECOWAS and the international community.
The SADI party has gone further, questioning all unilateral decisions made by the president.
The request made by the interim president is one that touches on the sovereignty of the people. As such, we want this decision to be submitted to a national consultation.
People are growing frustrated over the inability of the government to settle the question.
Given the situation we're in, I cannot understand why they are challenging the president's decision. We agree, but we don't understand why these people at the top cannot reach an agreement.
Over the last 5 months, northern Mali has been under the control of Islamists intent on imposing Sharia across the entire country. These groups have destroyed cultural sites and terrorized the population.
Well, for President Barack Obama, the quest for a new term brought fresh promises. CNN's Dana Bash has highlights of the National Democratic Convention's final moments.
Barack Obama accepted his party's nomination with the kind of soaring rhetoric that got him elected 4 years ago, except hope and change were replaced by a reality check.
I recognize that times have changed since I first spoke to this convention. Times have changed, and so have I. I'm no longer just a candidate. I'm the president.
Yes, we can. Now, a plea for patience.
America, I never said this journey would be easy, and I won't promise that now. Yes, our path is harder, but it leads to a better place. Yes, our road is longer, but we travel it together. We don't turn back. We leave no one behind.
But he's still sprinkled in that familiar Obama oratory.
Our problems can be solved. Our challenges can be met. The path we offer may be harder, but it leads to a better place, and I'm asking you to choose that future.
The Obama campaign ripped into Mitt Romney for not offering enough specifics at his acceptance speech last week. The president took that a step further.
They want your vote, but they don't want you to know their plan. And that's because all they have to offer is the same prescriptions they've had for the last 30 years. Have a surplus? Try a tax cut. Deficit too high? Try another. Feel a cold coming on? Take 2 tax cuts, roll back some regulations, and call us in the morning.
He offered new promises for a second term.
I'm asking you to rally around a set of goals for your country. Goals in manufacturing, energy, education, national security, and the deficit.
Some specifics: a vow to create 1 million new manufacturing jobs, cut growth of college tuition in half over the next 10 years, and cut oil imports in half by 2020. Vice President Joe Biden took on the role of eyewitness to the president while he made tough decisions.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you what I think you already know, but I watch it up close. Bravery resides in the heart of Barack Obama, and time again, I witnessed him summon it. This man has courage in his soul, compassion in his heart, and a spine of steel.
And Biden delivered the bumper sticker line he loves.
We can now proudly say what you've heard me say the last 6 months. Osama bin Laden is dead, and General Motors is alive.
Though the night belonged to the president, the Democratic nominee from 2004 offered one of the most memorable one-liners of the night.
Ask Osama bin Laden if he is better off now than he was 4 years ago.
And when it comes to the lasting images from this convention, it is this moment. Former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords shot through the head just last year and now walking without a cane on stage to recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Liberty and justice for all.
Well, time now to take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at sports. Stay tuned in.
This year, Afisel is offering you the chance to travel to Mecca to perform the 5th pillar of Islam, Al-Hajj. 12 free Hajj packages to Mecca are there for you to win, including travel allowance and accommodation. To participate in the weekly Friday draw on GRTS TV and get the chance to win, simply type your Afisel number and send it by SMS to 1010 or call 1010 from your Afisel line. And for every SMS or call you make to 1010, you will get 2 Afisel minutes for free. But that's not all. This Hajj season, you can give the chance to any other Afisel subscriber to win a free Hajj package to Mecca. Type the Afisel number of the person you want to be part of the Hajj draw and send it by SMS to 1010. May all your prayers be answered.
Welcome back. Authorities in Brazil are forcing thousands of people in Rio de Janeiro from their homes. The relocation targets specific areas, and it comes just 2 years before the city hosts the FIFA World Cup and soon after the Olympics. As CNN's Shasha Darlington reports, many people see a connection.
When Pedro Paulo built his house here, it was a muddy squatter settlement on the outskirts of Rio de Janeiro. Now it's prime real estate, on the edge of Rio's future Olympic Park, for the games it will host in 2016. The 3,000 residents will soon be evicted. I made my life here, he says. Everything I earned, I invested in this house, so the thought of leaving makes me desperate. Rio's mayor is confident he'll win people over once their new apartments are ready.
These people are only going to be moved from there when they have 500 meters away from where they're living today, a nice condominium that we're doing.